What's good, YouTube? Cardfight King here. AQUA Life Baby. You already know how it is. Alright, so I had to stop my homework for this. They just revealed the 2 new cards from the brand new Fires collection that we're definitely going to get later on this year. Now, as you guys know, the headliner for this new Fires collection, guys, is that we're going to get every clan's getting a heal trigger with an ability. Not like we don't have Legends Magus and the Angel one from Angel Feather, but this is for every clan now. So every clan is going to take have a piece of the pie of that one. But we're also getting new G Guardians, and I believe everyone's getting a new Strike card. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think we are most likely. So yeah. Now, what makes this more important for us, guys, is that this is Aqua Force that got revealed. And you guys already know I'm on top of my joint right here. Now, before I get into this, one important thing to note. As you guys know, clans that share the same fate as Aqua Force who were not included in the product release schedule, this set is very important for us. The product release schedule, I believe, goes up to the Bermuda set, which doesn't come out for us generally. Late August, early September, something around that area. That means that clans like Aquaforce that weren't included in the product release schedule, we're in the dark about when we're going to get support next. We don't know if it's going to be later half of this year, fall, early winter, up until early 2018 even. We're in the dark about when we're going to get support next. And what Fires collections generally tend to do is, introduce some sort of new mechanic to the game, whatever, or just introduce something to to give everybody a taste of the new pieces of how the game is going to evolve. And we'll generally set the tone, as long, for future support, for the remainder of the year until next Fires collection when they do something else. That's been the trend lately for Fires collections. Now, for clans like Aquaforce who are kept, who are in the dark about when they're getting support next, this Fires collection for clans like us is very important because this is going to, for lack of better words, determine our relevancy still as clans who are going to be getting support and whatnot. They're going to be getting more support and evolving, with the changes to the game and the meta and things like that. And we're going to be at a standstill. We're going to be standing there watching them from the outside in, and this support is going to help us, maintain somewhat of a relevance and maintain our impact or not. So I think this is something that clans like Aquaforce who are in the dark about when they're getting support next is something that you definitely need to pay attention to. Now, getting into it, I'm going to start with the heal trigger, then I'm going to go to the G Guardian. The heal trigger that we have that's in effect, because this is Aquaforce, Aqua Life, I'm on top of it. You choose a grade 1 card in your hand and discard it. When this card is discarded as a cost to call the above G Guardian. So the above G Guardian is the new G Guard I'm going to talk about in a second. You may pay the cost. If you do, draw 1 card. Now the G Guardian and the heal trigger's name is the same. Guard Leader, Sky and Water, Ioanes, whatever it is. I think it's Guard Leader. I think it's something like Floatia, Guard Leader of whatever. But Ioanes. So what that shows you right there is that both the G Guard and the heal trigger are linked together somehow. And now, is that trend going to continue for other clans? Possibly. Don't know yet, but possibly. For Aquaforce, they're sort of linked in a way. Now, the fact that you have to now, I saw for the effect that it was translated in 2 different ways. One person said it was discard a grade 1 or less. This translation I'm reading says discard a grade 1 card. I hope it says or less, because that would add a lot of flexibility to this card's ability, where you can discard like a draw trigger and hope for something better rather than just a specific grade 1. Not too fond of this ability. Even though you get to draw a card, all you're doing is replacing what you discarded, hoping for more defense or stride help or something like that. So I'm not exactly fond of this card's ability to cycle a card, really, but it's something. So we'll see what happens and how it interacts with everything later on down the line. Now the G Guardian, I like this card. So GB1, Counterblast 1, choose 1 face down G Guardian in your G zone and flip it face up. So we have the first, flip a G Guardian, flipping another G Guardian card. When this unit appears on guard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 5 of your rear guards and give them the continuous rear guard resist and continuous rear guard. This unit cannot be hit for the turn, and for each unit chosen, this unit gains shield plus 5,000. I like this card. This card to me is very very good card. I think it's something that we could have gotten a while ago, but it's better than, it's better later than never, right? Or sooner rather than later, or later than never, something like that. Now, we get to protect the rear guard, so definitely we can help cancel out VMAX, even though they do have abilities to get stuff before they attack. We can help cancel out VMAX and other units that, hit our units during the battle phase and gives us resist, so we can't choose them specifically. So that is definitely good. We can't stop field wipe abilities, where it says all or something like that. It's a total inclusion. We can't really stop that, but this definitely helps. And so like after a turn that you've spin your hand, this kind of helps you. This kind of rewards you in a way for dropping your hand and putting on some pressure by being able to protect your field. So if your opponent doesn't want to give you another damage or whatever, it'll force your opponent to just direct all attacks towards your Vanguard, so they can't hit Tidal Assault with like a 19k attack or something something of that nature, where they can strike at your rear guards with their rear guards or something like that. So very, very, very good card for us guys in terms of being able to protect our unit so that we can have a stable board going into the following turn. Now, the fact that this card also gains shield plus 5,000 is very important too, and this is something that I really wanted for us from set 9. Something that gains shielding as the battles continue on, but obviously we got a crapshoot. This card is really good. Again, like I said, this card totally rewards you for calling out from your hand from having a board. This, Aqua Force generally doesn't get rewarded for really having a board. This card rewards us for having a board. Gaining shield, I think it can potentially get up to about a 40k shield, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So adding on 25, so potentially can get up to a 40k shield if we have a full board. This is the type of card that I really definitely think that we needed. This card is very, very good for us. And another important thing is, it's not wave. It is not wave. I mean, thank you. You know how bad wave has been, and you guys know my feelings about wave. The recent wave support, because man, the fact that a lot of our cards are restricted to wave, yada yada yada, is to me kind of as far as defense goes and things like that, it really has restricted us. You look at our 2 G Guardians, Floatia, first or second battle, Ice Barrier, first or fourth or more battle. That means that we have a sweet spot. That third battle, we have that sweet spot where your opponent hits us in that third battle, and in effect, it forces us to go into a card like Screw just to get a 36k shield. Now, if I'm going to discard a card anyways, I guess if I'm going to discard a card for Screw or something like that, I'd rather, use the heal trigger and discard a card and get one back. But, this card, I get to flip something up and gain and protect my field and gain shield at the same time. This is definitely something that I think we can definitely sit there and we might probably just replace Screw altogether with it, because Screw also needs a card in your G zone for him to work, much like this card does as well. So I think this card can affect, push Screw out of our G zone, and give us better protection. And and also what you guys also have to know is that even if you have 3 face-up G Guardians in your G zone, you can still use this card and flip up another G Guardian as its cost, and this will just go up as a 5th card, because you can't use a G Guardian if you have 4 cards face up, but you don't have 4 cards face up at the time that you're using this card. So this definitely, you can definitely use this, pretty much as your last resort G Guard when you've used up your G Guards. And will this make us use 5 G Guardians now? Maybe, who knows? If your opponent lives through Commander Thavises and Lambroses and Tetra Boils and stuff, then you know something's going wrong. Something's going on. So I do think that there might be room for 5 G Guardians, including 2 of this G Guardian, in your extra deck or stride deck, whatever. Yeah. And it's not wave. I said that already, but it's not wave, so I'm pretty excited about this. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys like this new card. I will include the I posted it on the Facebook fan page, and I'll include a link to that in the description box below. But and I also include I'll just also include the abilities that these cards have in the description box below as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely looking forward to this Fires collection. Hopefully if we do get a stride, get a pretty good stride that's going to help us out later on down the line. All right, Cardfight Kingdom out. Aqua Life, baby. You already know how it is.